We are just days away from one of the biggest sporting events of the year. I'm talking, of course, about the Super Bowl. It goes this Sunday. The matchup, the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles, it's all going down in New Orleans. That's where we find Sportsnet's Arash, Madani, following all the excitement. Arash, hello to you. So we've seen this matchup before, but there's a name that's floating around, Saquon Barkley. He's on the verge of having the greatest NFL season by a running back ever. What have you learned from him this week?
Well, Faiza, it's a good point because when you think about the matchup between KC and Philadelphia 2 years ago, the only change to the Eagles' offense from a skilled position is the addition of Barkley. He has been explosive, he's been a home run hitter, and he has completely transformed what Philadelphia has done on the offensive side of the ball. But when you think about the professional that Saquon Barkley is, one thing that he told me this week, he said, when you have runs like these, when you're able to just go into the teeth of the defense and attack them, either grind out runs or the long ones that we've come to expect, he said you take the will of a defense away, especially when everybody in the stadium knows you're getting the ball. And so that's what Saquon has done. He is 30 yards away, 30 yards in the Super Bowl from setting the single season rushing record in NFL history. It has been an amazing year. And Faiza, he was with the New York Giants for 6 years. Philadelphia scoops him up. The Giants' biggest rival? Right, the Eagles.
Ooh, what a day it could be for him. Okay, the Kansas City Chief, there's a lot of franchise veterans who've been through it, but it's the defense. We just heard you mention that's really won these championships for this team here.
Yeah, and, we talked about Saquon Barkley. He's the first to tell you Chris Jones, big number 95, is in the middle of that defense, and he's the one that they have to worry about. Yeah, I think everybody, when they think of KC, you think of Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce and Andy Reid. But it's been this defensive unit that has been so instrumental in KC getting here. On the biggest plays, when they really need it, they bring pressure. They bring pressure from all over the football field. And look, I think coming into this game, Kansas City's going to look at it and say, if we can stop Barkley, let's now let Philadelphia's quarterback beat us. That, to me, is the X's and O's, the game within the game of Super Bowl 59. And so when we watch this game unfold, I expect the defense, especially the players on the edge, to try and contain Barkley. And if they're able to do that, advantage KC.
Listen, Arash, I am not big on football. There are a lot of people who aren't big on football too, but there have been so many beautiful stories that we've heard throughout the week that just draw your attention. And that's certainly been true for me, as well as you learn more about not only the teams, but specific players and what it took for them to get here. Everyone loves an underdog story, especially in this big game here. So I'm wondering, who is a player you think may end up becoming the X factor on Sunday?
Well, I like two stories. Brandon Graham, a 15-year vet for Philadelphia, who many of the players say is the heart and soul of this team. Faiza, he tore his triceps at the end of November. That's usually a season ender. In Graham's case, could have been a career ender. He may very well come back and play Sunday. That's how much he's kind of had this as a mission and a goal to play. I think that the X factor in this football game for Philadelphia could end up being their tight end, Dallas Goedert. Travis Kelce gets all the attention and all the headlines, and you understand why. But his counterpart on the Eagles side is so good over the middle, finding space, feeling out space, being able to improvise, and he's got a terrific set of hands on him. Kansas City's defense has really struggled against tight ends in the passing game. Their linebackers aren't built for that. I wonder if Dallas Goedert, not all the headline name stars we're used to, I think Goedert could end up becoming the player that we're going to hear a lot about come Sunday.
You are so key to bringing us all these stories. Arash Madani reporting for us in New Orleans. I am emotionally invested. Thanks so much.
Enjoy the nacho Sunday.